Hello to everyone, and this is how it feels like to trade as a professional trader. The first thing I want to do now is go to random bar. Random bar is something that will randomly choose a part in the market. For example, I'm not going to just go to this point because I know the market is going to drop and then set a short position here, put my stop loss there, and then be like, oh, I am a good trader because I've got this short position, all right? I'm not gonna do this. Let's go to a random place. Here we go. I'm starting the day. I want to trade, and the first thing I will do is turn on my indicator, and I want to go back. I will need to do this because it's a little bit unfair to start here. I will need to go back, right, around here, and I need to see the first thing that is down here. We have liquidity, and I recognize that is old liquidity. And if you want to understand all the concepts I'm saying, old, new liquidity, just go and watch the videos. I've made a series of videos teaching anyone how to use this and how this works. The first thing I recognize is old liquidity, and old liquidity is a spot where the market fails when it gets close to those levels. Went up, came all the way down here, failed back up, came all the way here, failed again. Now we're down here again. Because I see old liquidity and I see new failure, what I want to see now is new liquidity coming in. All right, new liquidity coming in, and at the top we can see that we are creating this type of new old liquidity. There is new old liquidity coming in, and of course, let me change this. I'm gonna buy a million worth of VAT. And I want to see first new liquidity coming in before I take any trade. Wait, let me turn that off. There we go. When I see this big wave, of course, I've missed a very good market pump, but I will enter there and risk an amount I can afford, right? If you're seeing me risking $1,000 because I can afford that amount, $1,000 there. And what I want to do is not to get to the old liquidity at the top. No, I want to get ready to take profit around here, right? And when I do this, at the same time, I start looking for a different coin like XLM, for example, but I cannot do it here, of course. And then after doing this, I watch the market go up, and probably you noticed something here, this thing here, this red thing that looks like a snake following the market. This shows me how weak the market is, and since we entered here, the market never broke below this level. You can see that here we tried to come all the way down here and we failed back up. Let's make this a little bit slower because I want to make sure that you understand. So it's still fast. It's still fast, so I'm gonna put it on that. There you go. So this is better and realistic. Market is pumping, which is great. And around those levels right there, what I want to do is always to push my stop loss, right? And when I go to sleep, a lot of the time I set an alarm around above here, before we get below here, and down here before we get to this level and before we get below here. I always want to be notified when that happens, all right? But we're in replay mode, you cannot do that. And at this point, guys, I know that it's getting less likely to go up there, because if you use this, you know that the highest we go, the less likely we are to keep going high. And you need to understand how powerful this indicator is, guys. I chose this randomly and it's going just like I taught you every day. If this doesn't show you how powerful this it is, I don't know how I can show that to you, right? I'm seeing failure is a good sign of exit, but I do not exit randomly. There we go. When I see the market coming down like that, I don't feel scared like you and try to push the stop loss even lower. Some of you, when they're scared, they push the stop loss even lower, but that is dumb. When you're scared, you need to push it even closer, all right, not lower. There we go. And that's 2K is how it works. And now you see what the market pumping. Again, I want to see failure before I enter this short position. So I go to this most recent liquidity line there to the old, and I want to see how the market will behave in that period of time. There we go, a first new liquidity there, and then a candle pushed up, and then we have new liquidity pushing back down. Here I will risk again, try to sell this, set the stop loss around here, and see what happens. And remember, the market can always break even, and now it's lowering. As you can see, guys, in this level, this is bad. It's not good when the market starts doing this. The market should be very, very serious and decisive about going down. Here is a very bad signal telling you that the market might fail, might not go lower, and it might get to your stop loss there. All right, and when you see this, you need to accept that we're in a dangerous place. You want to lower your expectation, all right? And let's see what the market will do. There we go. We ended up going to the right direction we wanted the market to go. The market ended up pushing there. And at this point, you don't want to lose no more. Get your stop loss closer. All right. Now, it seems like we want to take this small liquidity there. Beautiful. We took all the liquidity. Again, you can see new liquidity coming in, the market failing. Is this why I was talking about this with one of my students? I always use hedge mode when I'm trading. Of course, in TradingView, I cannot do it. If you don't know what hedge mode is enter a long position when you're already in a short position. Here, I'm in a winning position. There is no way I lose this position. When I'm trading in real life, what I do around here, I'm ready to take another long position. But for you, if you don't have something that allows you to use hedge mode, you will probably not make it, because you need hedge mode to take a long and a short position, and some brokers don't allow that. Some exchanges don't allow people to enter two positions. So what I do here is I go ahead and take another long position. Yes, I will do it like this, but when I do it like this, you don't just see, right? When I do it like this, you don't see how much I made, because I want to show you how much this will help you in your making money journey. And as you can see, failure here, meaning that we might go up. But we took that down, meaning that new liquidity now is weak. New money that is coming in is not money to push the market. It's only dumb traders trying to push the market up when they don't have enough money. There we go. When you see new liquidity at the same levels and the market failing, this is a good moment to try to long your position. You try to long this one again, and you try to take profit around there. All right. There we go. And for me, when I see the candles breaking above this line like this, most of the times I take profit. But to be honest, I like to just get my stop loss closer, right? Because when I get my stop loss closer like this, I'm not exiting. And if we go lower, that's good. If we go higher, it's all right. I'm going to take my 3K. I was happy with it anyway. And as you can see again, failure, and ended up being stopped out in my new long position, right? This means that my short is going even lower and more money is coming in. And pay attention with this. We never broke below this level. When we broke, the market pushed back up. This is also a big bullish signal. A lot of the times when you see this, you want to enter again and try your chance once again, right? And I want to lower this even. There we go, another loss for you. This means that you just lost for a second time trying to push the market high. You are still in profit while you're losing, meaning that the money you're losing right now is not actually coming from your pocket. It's coming from this open trade, Meaning that when you lose, let's say for these two trades, because I have very tight stop loss, I lost like 300. All right, 300, 300, 600. I'm up 500. We are not worried about that yet. I'm not saying that you can take like thousands of losses because you're in a position, because at some point it needs to stay balanced. You need to lose but stay in profit. It's how you become a profitable trader. We have new liquidity again coming in the market. We never rebounded back. For me, that is a very beautiful signal. And remember, we are 6K up. Always get the stop loss closer. Get ready to grab more money always while you enter your long positions. Right? Let's say this would be around 300 again, 300K again. And I want to take profit around the same area. My 4K in the pocket now while I'm winning a new trade. And this is how it works. I just showed you basically exactly how this indicator is changing lives and changed my life. I'm gonna upload more videos like this, show you how it works, show you how I trade and the techniques I use. And another thing, I didn't check the market dominance when I was showing you this. It was because we are not at the same time, meaning that if I'm in replay mode, I don't know how much the market dominance was for that exact day, right? So it's a little bit harder in replay mode because I cannot actually check Bitcoin. Yes, I can try to go back in time and see how Bitcoin was moving in that day, analyze Bitcoin, but it's not the same thing. All right. So a lot of the times I will struggle a little bit because the market might go down even though everything looked bullish because actually Bitcoin was dominating. But you understand dominance. If you don't, once again, go watch the videos I've made for free and you'll understand how dominance is. And the link is actually down below to watch all the videos about this indicator.